we come walking down the street, we get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We go wherever we want to, do what we like to do. We don't have time to get restless, there's always something new. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly, come and watch us sing and play. We're the young generation, and we've got something to say. Oh. Anytime or anywhere, just look over your shoulder, guess who'll be standing there? Hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down.
Okay, so what was your favorite scene? Peter toward anything with Peter, right? Okay, well we got a Peter fan, and your favorite scene was? When Mickey jumped in the water in the desert. Oh! Okay, so then you're having the Coca-Cola. Yeah. Oh, no, we got a Mickey fan here. Okay, then your favorite?
I like when Peter is in the black box and he starts talking.
Oh, his philosophical. Yeah. So you're another Peter fan.
Well, basically, yeah.
Basically, and how about you?
I'm a Peter fan too, but I liked what Frank Zappa said. I thought that was my favorite part.
Yeah, and what did you guys think of Davey's Daddy song number?
Great.
I did the editing and that was great. So like, are you guys going to the convention?
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. Mickey's coming at 1:30 now, though, right?
1:30?
Well, we got the Mickey fans here too.
Okay, there's two of us and the Colorado Chickens. The Colorado Chickens because my favorite episode is Wild Monkeys, which is for the chickens. And my partner's favorite one is Cartoon Red Shoes, which is I'm a chicken, I'm a chicken. So we're the chickens. And these are our official tour shirts.
American Bandstand all over again. All right.
Now I'm a believer.
Who needs a beach with this, right?
Not a trace. Of that in my mind. Look at my Davey. There you go.
I'd like to introduce you to our first MC of the weekend, somebody everybody here should know, Mr. Bobby Hart.
Thank you, Lisa. Once again, I want to say a big Hollywood welcome to all of you people who came, especially the ones who came from out of town, from all over the country, from around the world. The Monkees Reserve Committee and the Monkees Voice and Heart Photo Fan Club are real happy to welcome you all here today. Of the 6, I think I'm the only one who still lives in Los Angeles, so a special welcome to you out-of-towners. Let's see how far everybody's come from. Is anybody... Oh, go ahead. Florida, all right. Anybody farther than Florida? Illinois, all right. Japan, okay, we're talking about around the world here. Japan, who's from Japan? All right. Maine isn't farther than Japan. Connecticut, that's almost as far as Japan. Welcome to all of you. I hope you have a great time in Hollywood, and especially at the Monkees convention. How many people went to the show last night and saw the Monkees? Well, I'm looking forward to it tonight, and according to that response, it's going to be great, and I know it is, because all across the country, they're getting rave reviews, and we knew it was going to happen, didn't we? It only took 20 years. We have a few announcements before we get started. Mickey Dolenz is actually due here very shortly, and I want to get a few. And I want to read something that somebody set up. We don't have a question, we have a request. We would like to sing a cappella, I'll Spend My Life With You. And I think that'd be wonderful. Anybody want to hear that? It says Wendy Pond on the back. Where's Wendy? Come on up. Wendy Pond, and who's your partners? You'll introduce them when you get here. We should have told everybody to wear their bathing suits today, right? Shorts, something. Yeah, really. Who's Wendy? Introduce your 2 cohorts here.
Hi, we call ourselves Scarlet. I'm Wendy Pond, Doris Kamrowski, and Karen Grimberg-Benner. Karen came from Florida, Doris from Wisconsin. I'm a resident of West Hollywood, and we want to sing a song with Mickey when he gets here, a cappella, I'll Spend My Life With You. With Mickey, we want to do it with Mickey when he gets here. It won't? Okay, all right. And we want to dedicate this to our sister Dale, who cannot be with us, who should be with us. She's our 4th member. Yeah, she's missing just like Michael's missing. And we just pulled this together about an hour ago, so bear with us. People come and people go, moving fast and moving slow. I'm in a crowd and yet I'm all alone. The road is long, the road is rough. I do believe I've had enough. I'd better turn around and head for home. And I hope you're there, and you still care. And if you do, I'll spend my life with you. I've had all the time I need to rearrange my mind and lead the life I thought I wanted yesterday. I played a game that couldn't last, and now some memories from the past have turned my thoughts around a different way. And girl, I find you're still on my mind. And if you want me to, I'll spend my life with you.
Scarlet, ladies and gentlemen, Scarlet. All right, that was very nice. Very nice, girls.
Hello.
trying to read some of these. Somebody's penmanship is terrible. It's very, very nice to be here. I thank you all very much. And how's the convention going? Everything all right? It's a real honor to be here, needless to say, and it's wonderful seeing all your happy, smiling faces. Thanks to all of you for supporting us throughout the years. Thanks especially to Gary Strobel. Where's Gary? Thank you very much, Gary. Well done. Big hand for Gary Strobel, huh? Yeah, I'll just read it through these questions. What? Excuse me. I don't know why, but can't see. Oh, I see. Yeah, it'd be better if we had a stool, actually. Is there a stool around? Stool? I'll stand up until we get a stool. So I'm trying to find one of these I can read. Okay, dear Mickey, is there a chance of the Monkees being a made-for-TV movie? If so, will you direct it? Yes, there's a very good chance. And I've been asked to direct it. I'm not sure that I will. It's a bit tricky directing yourself. Well, it's difficult. I mean, Orson Welles and Woody Allen are about the only two that I've ever seen do it successfully. It's very difficult to be running back and forth, you know. Move over there. No, move over there. No. It's a bit difficult, but who knows? But yes, there's a good chance of a TV movie. There's also a good chance of a feature, too. Mickey, what was your favorite episode to do? Yeah, I guess it was. The throat escaper, I suppose, because I wrote it and directed it. Are there any plans to produce a definitive commercial video on the Monkees' career similar with the Complete Beatles? If so, would it contain outtakes from the show and earliest footage? Did you understand that? Is that your question there, Chris? I don't know, actually. I've heard that there's a compilation video coming out of all the, not all, but I guess a lot of the, what we used to call romps, what they call music videos now, you know? Whenever we found a place in the script that we didn't know what to do, we ran around in a circle, run around the set, you know, over music. They call those music videos now, but we used to call them romps, actually, for those trivia fans. We didn't have another name for them. And they're coming out with a compilation tape. I gather. Mickey, well, I own a '66 GTO, and I was wondering if there are any blueprints of the Monkey Mobile floating around. Better yet, if you know anyone who has one for sale. I don't think they made blueprints to cars in those days. Dean Jeffries just got out his putty and his clay and his, you know, and built it. But we drove it up to the Greek Theater for a press conference the other day, and were you there? Were you there? Oh yeah. It was great. Boy, I tell you, driving in that car again was pretty, huh? You did? Oh, good. I'd like to see those, huh? Mickey, the tour has been so popular. Are you as tired as we are? Yeah. About the dumb questions from the press about where's Mike? Well, the press have got to ask some questions. I mean, you know, that's their job, isn't it? No, needless to say, there's been a lot of questions about Mike. I've talked to him a number of times. There's no great mystery about it. When we knew we were going to go on the road, we called him and we asked him if he'd be interested, and he says, I'd love to, guys, but I'm not into that anymore. He doesn't perform, he doesn't sing, he doesn't really go out on the road, he doesn't record. And also, he's, as you know, he's a very successful executive producer. I just finished a film with Rob Lowe. Hey, what did Rob Lowe got that I don't got, huh? Except a lot of money. And about 20 years on me. No, and so Mike wished us the best of luck, and he came and saw the show in Texas. He came in disguise. That's true. He actually came dressed up as an old man. And no, don't bother. Is that for me to sit on? Oh, my used cards. Don't worry about it. He came and saw the show in Arlington, Texas, I think, at a baseball stadium. And we'd heard he was going to come by, but weren't sure. And it was a massive, great place. We didn't get to see him there. And but he called me the next day and he said, "Golly, Mickey, I really love the show. I thought you guys were just wonderful." He said, "I've never been to a Monkee concert before, and I thought you're just wonderful." There's a good chance that if we do a movie of the week or a feature, that Mike would be in it, by the way. Oh, there. Geez, could we turn the heater on? It's a bit cold in here. I'm getting a chill. Yeah, it's a bit more comfortable there. Huh? Hi, Mickey. I love you. Mickey, are you part Hungarian? You should visit Budapest. They're all as wacky as you are there. Thanks for still being here. You keep me smiling. And big kiss marks on there. That's lovely. No, I'm not actually. I don't think I'm actually Hungarian. Where is this? Kathy Imhoff. Over there? Are you Hungarian? Oh. No, I'm kind of Italian, Yugoslavian. That's where my father is. On the border there. I mean, Hungary's around there somewhere, I think. Hi, Mickey. Do you have any plans to direct Amy in anything? And Corley, Colorado. Well, you know, I'd love to. I hope she gets me a job someday. She's doing real well. As some of you may know, this is Amy, my 17-year-old daughter. And she just did, she's done Silver Spoons, and she's done Growing Pains, and she won Star Search, and she did Children of Times Square. She's done The Beaver, Wally and His Beaver or something. And she's up for a couple of movies, and I would love to direct her. We'd do a Ryan and Tatum O'Neill thing. That'd be cool. But I'd love to direct her in something, and if anything comes up, I'm sure we will. Have you written a love song about your drums? No, I'm not that weird yet. Hi, Mickey. Is it easier working with the guys nowadays or back then? And don't puke, but we love you, we love you, we love you. I can't read his name. It's Fayetta? Is that right? Is that right? Fayetta? Oh, I got you too. Good questions over there. It is actually easier working with the guys now. I don't know why. I guess we're all older and wiser, and I think, and what? Sexier? I bet you'd say that to all the boys. I think the fact also that I've worked on the other side of the cameras now for a few years, it has helped give you a better perspective. I've been told that the show now, of course none of you would have seen the original show. Did any of you ever see the original concert? No, wait. The original concert. Yes, yes you did, that's right. You did? You saw the original concert? Hands up who saw the original concert, turned 66. God, isn't that amazing? Isn't it? That was quite different for those of you who weren't there. played much more like a kind of a classic rock and roll group. I played the drums through the entire show. And it was all right. I nearly did it this time, actually. I rehearsed all the songs before the tour, and during the rehearsals, the first rehearsals, I started playing the drums on all the songs. But I don't know, everybody just thought it wasn't such a good idea because I sang so many of the leads that it was just a bit boring sitting there behind the drums for Clarksville Believer and Pleasant Valley Sunday and, you know, all those tunes. So they said that it was suggested that I come down stage and sing them up front, and I hope it was a good idea. I don't know. Did Mike really punch a wall? Yes, he did. Do you want to hear the story? It's not really that interesting. It was a business meeting with a bunch of executives from the record company, and is at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And it was a very heated discussion about songs and about the contracts and a lot of stuff. And somebody threatened Mike with, you know, he had to fulfill the obligations of his contract or something. And he just lost his temper and he put his fist through the wall of the Beverly Hills Hotel, which isn't difficult to do because it's just stucco, you know. It looks very nice, but it's just plaster. And he said, quote, "That could have been your face, mother." I thought it was a great line. How do you stay so energetic during going down? I don't, believe me. I mean, after I do that song every night, I'm a basket case. At the Philly convention, you said you lived next door to Danny Hutton of Three Dog Night in Laurel Canyon. Street did you live on? I lived on Horseshoe Canyon, and he lived on Lookout Mountain. Danny Hutton of Three Dog Night. Can you practice that? I feel like I've just done going down. Mickey, would you ever consider performing at my sister's wedding next October if we charge admission and give you all the profits? We love you, Stacey. No problem, Stacey. We do bar mitzvahs. I'm doing a funeral after the show today. Right after here, I go to a wedding and a birthday party and Dwarty. Mickey, is there any record or album with a song Ryu Ryu Shio on it? I don't even remember that song. How did that go? Who knows it? Somebody come up here and remind me. Did you know it? Come here. Come on. Come on, somebody. Get a couple of you up here because I don't remember that song. Step over there, yeah. Careful, don't let her fall down. I think we got enough now. Okay, go ahead. 1, 3, here we go. Oh, yeah. Yo soy la quiso mover, poderoso la supo defender, quiso de hacer que no pudiese pecar, ya no original no tuve, Ryu Shiyu la guanarivera, yo escuadro el lobo de nuestra codera, Ryu Shiyu la guanarivera, yo escuadro el lobo de nuestra codera. Yeah. Ooh, dirty rat. I haven't done that all the time. An insult to James Cagney. I don't do it very well. Edith asked if they're going to release any Circus Boy tapes. I don't have any idea. I don't know if those shows still exist. I love it. Maybe if they colorized them, you know. No, I have like two. That's about all. I'm afraid. I wish I knew. Mickey, how's the progress coming from your monkey movie? Oh, we already mentioned that. Will you be able to keep the Monkees name? Well, the Monkees name, of course, as you know, is owned by Columbia, you know, on TV, and no, and they, I suspect there's a question in here about the new Monkees. Oh, no. Anyway, ours is not to reason why. No. Our official, you know, response to that has been, quite honestly, we don't understand why they're doing it. They haven't told us why. It seems to me that it's just a bit unnecessary. They have the originals. We're all willing and able, and so that's all I know. That's all I know. But I wish anybody that's gone out for it, anybody that's gone to the auditions or anything, I wish you the best of luck.
Joy.
Mickey, why such a hiatus from touring? Boyce and Hart last time you toured, right? Yeah. Oh. That's funny. It says the new Monkees with a finger. What? What? I can't hear. I can't understand what you're saying. Scooby-Doo? No, I worked on that show. I wasn't the voice of Scooby-Doo. No, I worked on the show. I don't remember the character that I did. That was a long time ago, before you were born. Oh, and P.S., the voice is still there. Why, thank you. The reason for the hiatus is quite simply that I went to England after the tour, and I got a job there directing for the BBC, based upon my film, The Frodo's Caper, that I brought that over to England, and I showed it to the BBC, and they went, bleh, no, and they gave me a job directing a drama. And as that's what I wanted to do at the time, and still do, direct, I decided to stay. Oh, it's gone cool all of a sudden. How'd that happen? And I decided to stay and keep directing, and that's essentially how that happened. I heard you were a James Brown freak, and you idolized him. Is this true? If so, please explain. Is this where my favorite song, Going Down, came from? Well, I wasn't a James Brown freak, but I did respect him tremendously, and I also, of course, at that time, everybody was, he was real hot, and still is, let's face it. And so, needless to say, you know, performers like that do affect you, and you do notice what everybody else is doing. I've never tried to imitate anybody. On the original tour, I did kind of a takeoff on James Brown. It was like an impression on, no, it was actually, I got a woman. I got a woman with no And Going Down actually was just a track that we did in the studio, and then had some lyrics written by Diane Hildebrand, who wrote the lyrics to it. And actually, when we went into the studio, we'd done the track, and she came back with these lyrics, and I said, I don't understand this, you know, because the track's going like this, and I'm going, floating down the river with a sat. And she said, no. It goes like, floating down the river with a saturated lemon. I said, oh my God. And I can't read that one. Would it be at all possible to play Saturday's Child and Star Collector, the concert? Well, I tell you, the problem is, the problem was, when we were rehearsing, was what not to do. I mean, it was just a nightmare, because after we worked up all the obvious ones, which are like 8 or 10, you know, of the real major hits, then it became just a toss-up, you know, which ones to do. I mean, and we tried a lot of different ones, and some songs that work well in recording don't necessarily work great on stage. And so what we chose to do was go with the songs that worked great on stage, and I hope we made the right choice. I don't know. Mickey, what was the first thing you ran out to buy when you got your first royalty check? A lawyer. To find out why it was so small. I just want to introduce something to you, somebody to you now, actually. I got to introduce one of my oldest and dearest friends, Mr. Henry Dilts. Come here, Henry. Come on. Yeah, I think you all know him. Photographer extraordinaire. Henry is responsible, I don't know if you know it or not, but Henry is responsible for about 90% of every photograph you've ever seen of the Monkees. Dear Mickey, I like your smile. Can I have it? Sure. Dear Mickey, we talked to your mom this morning, and she said that Coco's due any minute. My sister Coco's having a baby any minute. Congratulations, we love you very much. Thank you very much. Janet, Shelley, and Stacy, rooms 22. Oh. Well, you know more than I do. I haven't talked to them since yesterday. Yeah, she's due any minute. She looks like a beached whale. She's great. She's in very good shape. She's been doing your little pregnant aerobics, or aerobics, no? She's doing very well. Mickey, you guys do every concert with so much enthusiasm, you must be sick and tired of the Golden Oldies. We all enjoy the reunion rehash concert, but there is a great interest in new material. What's yet to come, and how long do you guys plan on sticking together this time around? Scott. Well, first of all, we don't have to pretend we're enthusiastic. I mean, when you get the kind of reaction that we've been getting, it's real easy to be excited. I mean, and that's all thanks to you. You know, when you go out there and everybody's so incredibly excited, you know, you can hardly just stand there and run through it. I'm having more fun singing these tunes now than I did back then at times, because the reaction is so genuine and enthusiastic, and so that it isn't difficult at all. Believe me, it's like somebody throwing your birthday party every night. You can't do anything wrong, you know. I mean, you just stand up there and chew gum and belch at the same time, and then love it. So that's easy. I'm not sick and tired of that at all. On the other hand, yeah, there is a great interest in new material. As you know, that was in This Is Now, went to like top 20. And I think I can be safe in saying that there's a good chance that the new release, which will be out in about 2 weeks, I can't promise this because I probably shouldn't even be saying anything, but this is a secret. The new release is written by Mr. Bobby Hart. Where's Bobby? And we don't know yet. I must be honest. You know, we've recorded a few things, and the record company is going crazy trying to get it all organized. But there's, as I say, there's a good chance. Anyway, that was in This Is Now, did quite well, as you know. And there is a definite plan to keep recording. There's also plans to stick together for as long as it remains enthusiastic. And, you know, none of us are going to look a gift monkey in the mouth. Mickey, why is Sometime in the Morning special to you? Well, it just simply, Bobby Neely from Sarasota, Florida, just simply because it's a great song. I mean, it's Carole King, you know. She didn't write many tough tunes. Yeah, it's just a very, very good song. How did the movie Head get its name? Good question. I don't know. It just sounded like a good idea at the time, I guess. I still don't know what the movie's about. I haven't figured it out yet. If you know, you can tell me. This is blank. It's an invisible question. Did you ever get into Disneyland? Yeah. This is from Sherry Lucas, Mount Carroll, Illinois. Has Trina helped you in any way during your career? Wow. Yes, and she's been absolutely... Trina is my wife, by the way, for those of you that don't know. And actually, I want to get her up here. Get Trina up here. What? Oh, she went downstairs? Oh, excuse me. I'll get her back. When she shows up again, you get her back up. In the meantime, there's somebody I want you to introduce you to. Marilyn Schlossberg. Come here, Marilyn. Marilyn was like associate producer of the original series. She did all the hard work. Marilyn Schlossberg. Jerry, come up here. Jerry Shepard, who was the editor of The Monkees Show. He's the one that made it all happen in the old editing there. Jerry Shepard. Is Gene around, by the way? Where's Gene? Is Gene still here? Gene Ashman. Where did he go? Where did Gene go? Okay, I'll introduce Gene when he comes back, okay? Okay. Stanley's here. Oh, Stanley, hi, come on. Stanley Ralph Ross, who used to write some of the shows. He wrote some of the best episodes we ever did. If I start that, it'll never end. How did the Monkees decline in popularity in '69 and '70 and the few lean years afterward affect you? And was it hard to keep your self-confidence as an artist intact? Sherry Bale. No, that's a very good question. Every show, every act, everything you do in life, any kind of business or endeavor or whatever, has a natural half-life. It's like a curve that goes like that. Every act does that. You can't keep something going on forever and ever. You don't have the energy, and it's just not the way things work. If you think about every show, every singer, every act, every thing in the business, it always has that kind of a peak. And just like the Monkees, and so we peaked in about '68. And we decided to get out while we were on top, rather than flog a dead horse, as they say. And I think that was a wise decision, rather than trying to drag it out and pump it and beat people over the head with it. And I think that's one of the reasons maybe why we've come back now, 20 years later, because we didn't milk it dry back in those days, and neither will we this time. I mean, as I say, as long as it remains genuine and enthusiastic, we'll stick with it. But we're not going to, beat everybody over the head with it. And as far as keeping your self-confidence as an artist, it is very difficult. And it's a cliche in Hollywood about people that have had a tremendous success, and then the success wanes, like all must, and how they react and deal with that. I was fortunate in that after Circus Boy, when I was like 12 years old, I went through that. And when you're a kid, it's not so bad. You're very resilient. You don't even notice. And one day I was Circus Boy, the next day I was playing baseball at school. And you come back very quickly, and there wasn't a problem. And I think that helped me after the Monkees, because I guess I expected what was going to happen. I knew it was going to come, and I just rode with it. And you just ride it out. It's like coming on the downside of the roller coaster, which is actually the most fun. And that's what I did. After the Monkees, I had a lot of fun. Oh, yes, I certainly will. There's absolutely no smoking in this tent. A, because of a fire hazard, I'm sure, and B, because it's a disgusting habit. And C, I'm allergic to it, and I'll have to start coughing and sneezing and leave. Oh, I want you to introduce you to my wife, Trina. Get her up here. There was a question, Trina, about if you've been very valuable. Come here. If you've been very valuable to me in my career, and I can't tell you how much. She does all of our business. She does all of of my career work, all of my professional work. She handles and our family. And she's handling my tour management. She does all the work for me on tour, so she is an absolute invaluable help to me. Big hand for Trina. Sing a song.
But I don't like being on stage.
But she doesn't like being on stage. She can't stand it. Do a tune. Oh, there we go. Where's Lynn? Lynn Lester? Where is he here? Over there. Hey, Lynn. How are you? Lynn Lester was in a couple of our episodes. It was Ghost Town and... Oh, Gary, you know. Monkees in Texas. That's right. Lynn Lester. How you doing? All right. Nice to see you. Please stand up. They all want to see you, Lynn. Come on. Get up. There he is. All right. I must tell you, I can't tell you how important it is when you're doing a television show or a movie to have it cast well with all the supporting parts. And of course, we worked very hard, and the writers worked very hard. But if it wasn't for guys like Lynn, incredibly wonderful, talented actors, character actors, and stuff like that, a show like the Monkees would never have been a success. What is the one thing you treasure most? Evelyn, is it Evelyn, Gusman, and Donna? Can't read the writing. I suppose that has to be my children. Well, Amy's here in L.A. Somebody asked, where are they, the children? Amy's here in L.A. Of course, she's working as an actress. Oh, Daddy, I just have so many interviews. I don't know if I can see you today. And my three new ones, as it were, Charlotte, Emily, and Georgia, are in England. They were out on tour for a while, for quite a while, actually, a couple of months. And they loved it. They had a great time. And after a while, you know how most kids play hospital or they play nurses? They were playing hotel. Why isn't my room ready? Room service? Please send up, this television's broken. She says, am I going to keep trying? Who asked that? You didn't. Are you going to keep trying for a boy? Yeah, we keep trying. Mickey, if you were president of the U.S. for a day... No, thanks. King, maybe, yes. But Emperor, possibly. Lord, maybe, but not president. That's a shitty job. If you were president of the U.S. for a day, what would you do or change? Oh, God, I don't know. I think it would probably be anti-gun laws. What do you think of the impact of monkey mania? Well, needless to say, we're all very, very pleasantly surprised. It all happened, very quickly and spontaneously. When we decided to do this tour at the end of last summer, it was that long ago. Of course, we had no idea what the reaction was going to be. We suspected that our original fans would be there for nostalgic reasons. Yep. And then you know, we didn't know what else. We had no idea. And then, of course, MTV ran the show, which we are eternally indebted to and very grateful. But on the other hand, you can't decry the fact that songs have stood up over the years because of very good writers, you know, Carole King, Neil Diamond, you know all that better than I do. And that's why I think the songs stood up. The television shows stand up, I think, because of the writing, because of people like Len, because of us, because of the producers, because of Marilyn, because of Jerry Shepard, who was and is probably the most innovative editor in Hollywood. And it has a lot to do with a lot of things. You know, there isn't a formula. No one has a formula in this business, and anybody that says they do is just full of, you know what I mean? You just get out there and you take your chances, and sometimes it clicks and sometimes it doesn't, and no one knows why. And fortunately, we did. Oh, Dave. Let me introduce you to a couple more people. Another writer on the show wrote to the Frotoscaper with me, actually, Dave Evans. Hi, Dave. Nice to see you. Gene, come up here, Gene. And Gene Ashman, head of wardrobe, man that invented the monkey shirt. Gene? Winton! Come up, Winton. I see you over there. Don't try to hide. Where? Where's Bill? Bill! My God! Oh, come on up. Bill Lewis, drummer of the Candy Store Prophets. Come on up, Bill. And Winton Teal, who was the sound man on the original tour, had made it all happen. The Beatles got their sound ideas from him. Bill Lewis, how are you? How good to see you. Nice to see you. These are the people that make it all happen, believe me. Great. God, it's great to see all these people, I can't tell you. Like I say, you know, it's a lot more than meets the eye doing a television show or a movie, believe me. Where's Jack Williams? I don't know. He was a lovely man. Is he in Miami? Miami? Miami Price. What? David knows, he knows it, David Price. This is from Mickey Jorgensen. Ah, same spelling. What is the origin of the chant used in the Frotoscaper? Is that Nam Myoho Renge Kyo? Henry, you ought to know that. Do you know where that's from? Is it Buddhist? It's Buddhist. I don't know, I probably heard it from Henry. In fact, I'm sure I did. If you want to know where that came from, it was probably Henry up in Laurel Canyon in '66. Henry! 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 There's a photo session! It's not this, by the way, anymore. It's that because of inflation. Can I have the shirt off your back, please? You're going to have some sweat. I'm going to export it. Well, Mickey, my love, we auditioned for Putting on the Hits, doing the Monkees. How do you? We brought pictures of our audition. Would you please sign it? I'd love to see that. Amy was a judge on that show, actually. I just remember now. What was Mickey, what was your worst mess up on a show? Oh, so them. Oh, how cool. Great. Not right now. I'll do those after the show. After the show. I'm touring. Actually, the worst mess-ups on the show were the things we used, like Save the Texas Prairie Chicken. That was a classic mess-up. I mean, that was where Mike and I could not do the scene. And it's guys like Jerry Shepard who said, geez, you know, this is what we should be using, you know. And that's how the Monkees, I think that's one of the reasons that the show was so successful, is because we all had the balls, as it were, to take a chance. And and Bob Rafelson and Bert Schneider, who had the foresight and the insight to know when something was different and good and spontaneous and improvisational. And instead of going with the obvious and the standard and the cliche, go with things like Save the Texas Fried Chicken, and when we forget our lines and pick up a script, or when we'd ad lib. And that's one of the reasons I think the show stands up. I can't understand this actually because it's torn off. Mickey, okay, the character, are you the character you portrayed in the show? Seems to make a lot of people smile. I think that's the way you are in real person. Oh, I have a feeling, Kathy, if I may translate this. You're asking, is the character that I was on the show the same character that I am normally? Well, I mean, to a degree. We were playing a part. I was playing the part of Mickey the Monkey, the drummer on the show. But on the other hand, it's fairly close to my own personality. They were looking for personalities, not just actors that they just shoved into a part. They were looking for people that had a variety of talents and that were actors. That's why we used our real names. We didn't have character names because we were essentially ourselves. Peter was the one that had the yeah, Peter. All right. Peter's the one that had the most work to do in that sense, because the character that he portrayed is quite different from his real persona. Peter, in real life, Peter is a real dummy. No. No, Peter is very, very intelligent, very quiet, quite shy. And so he had a lot of work to do. I've always respected him tremendously for that. He had a very difficult job. Can we keep it down over there, please? Peter had a very difficult job. He had a lot of work because he had to constantly work on this character, a very difficult character. And it's gone deathly quiet, hasn't it? Sorry? Oh boy, I knew this was going to happen. Gary, come and answer this question for me. Ask him, he knows more about it than I do. What was the line I said in Lord and the Manor after both Davey and the other guy sang the song? She wants to know what the line is. No, I'm not. I can't read some of them. What? Yeah. I'll quote the question verbatim. This is her words. When you went on the stage in Hawaii for the first time, were you scared shitless? I suppose so. I don't remember. I mean, it was fairly intense. Yeah, I suppose it was. We were very, pretty tense. But I do remember the reaction when we walked out on stage. It took everybody by quite a lot of surprise, and I just remember getting through it somehow. It was a cacophony of sound, and I don't recall exactly what happened, before or after, but it was pretty exciting. Mickey, this will be the last question. I got to get going. We got to get. No, I'm sorry. I got a show tonight. Mickey, how do your daughters feel about having thousands and thousands of teenagers, including me, fall in love with their dad and having a superstar father? Love is the ultimate trick. Well, it's funny. The little ones you know, are really in awe. They don't understand what's going on. My 5-year-old says before the show, "Break your leg, Daddy." And Amy saw the show for the first time last night, and she came after the show and she said, "I'm so proud of you. I didn't know you could do that." Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Mickey Dolenz, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get everybody up on stage with some pictures all at once. Come on, all of the people who were up here before. Would you come back up? Come on, guys.
Let's get a big picture here of everybody, can we, for me? I would love to have this. Come on, everybody. Henry, come on. Come on, Bill. Winton, come on. This is great. This is a real cast photo here. Hey, Rodney. Where's Rodney? Hey, Rodney! Rodney, how do you spell monkeys? Good. Where's Stu? Stu Phillips did all the background music for the Monkey shows. All right, somebody out there taking a picture? I mean, somebody's gonna get me one.
Mickey Dolenz, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Mickey. Okay, everybody stay in your seats, please. Mickey has to leave. He's got a very tight schedule, and he asked everybody to please cooperate. Wave goodbye from where you are. We'll be leaving the tent shortly. And right now, in just a few minutes, we're going to bring up the fabulous characters. So everybody stay put. Don't anybody go anywhere, because they're going to be on stage in just a few minutes. Wave goodbye to Mickey and stay in your seats, please.